But here's the nose. 3 shapes, 2 holes. What is it? 1, 2, 3 down, and the very center section of the 5 divisions vertically. Hey, hello, Nova Rick here. Right, I wanted to continue with the face. I think also last time my lips were a little too big for a baby's lips. So you might want to work those into a smaller shape. Which I think I've gotten it pretty well here. Looks like he's smiling. Okay, so reiterating re-saying what I said last time. You got your center line. Your nose and your mouth are in the center line. And then the horizontal center line will be right about where the eyebrows will be. And then divide that the bottom half of the face into 4 sections, quarters. First line will be the eyebrows. The second line will be the underneath of the eyes. The third line will be underneath of the nose. And the fourth line will be underneath of the mouth. And of course the last one will be the falling off the face. That will be the chin. So you got the bottom half of the face divided into quarters. And this is the baby's proportions. Now, as a baby is born, and once they settle into their form, that's basically their proportions. They will have, I got a line on the forehead here. The upper part of the head will be wider than the cheek area. So you're going to have a bulbous top going down to a little bit narrower where the cheeks are. A little bit narrower where the cheeks are. Now let's talk about, I think I'm going to work on the nose today. And let's also talk about vertical lines now. So we've got the horizontal line in the middle. These are the lines that we made last time. And right down the middle, I think I got his eyebrows too high here. I have to work them back down. So there's a line showing the center of the face, which is where the brows should be. Bring those down. So a baby's face is about 1/3 of the whole head shape when he's starting out, and as he gets older, those proportions will change. The forehead will shrink down, and the eyes will work their way up to the very center of the face. But on the baby, I think I got too much material here. On a baby, the face is taken up about, and this again, these eyebrows are too high. We're working him into a baby proportions. So a baby's face is about 1/3 of the whole head. Let me add this material up here. I'm getting into baby form. So you're trying to get a bulbous form at the top. Bulbous at the top going down to some chubby cheeks, but the cheeks are not as wide as the top is. The head is wider than the cheeks. Again, this is a generalization. There's slight variations in individuals. This what gives them their personality. Taking away some bottom material here. Working it back to the top. The face of a baby is 1/3 of the whole head. Approximately, it might be just a little hair higher up on the face than 1/3. So basically all the features of the face take up the 1/3 of the face. And the rest of it is basically forehead. Getting babyish as we go along here, following those rules. Now we divide the head for the other features. We make 5 equal sections, divide it into 5 equal sections. So starting from the middle, try to get those sections exactly the same width. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let me go ahead and continue those vertically. Continue those lines vertically. Whoa, baby. Making a mess. That line went sideways. There you have 5 sections. 4 lines dividing those sections. In between those lines will be the facial features. in between the middle line, you've got the nose and the mouth, and they're about the same width. Not necessarily the same volume, but the same width, same wideness. Your eyes will go in the ones out beside that. And notice that the distance here is the same thing as the distance of the eye. So you've got basically the distance of an eye between each of the eyes. So that'll be your eyes, and again, they're pretty low on the face. They're supposed to be what? There's the middle line. Middle. Divide that into halves. This is from the last video. And that will show us where the eye goes. Again, the line is the bottom of the eye, not the top of the eye, or not the center of the eye, but rather the bottom of the eye. So I'm just making a basic diamond shape. I'm not going to get real fancy. The eyes I may do on another occasion. I think this occasion we should do the mouth. Or rather, we've done the mouth last time. Let's do the nose. And I'm just pressing down at an angle so that will pull the eye up. So just a roughing out of the eyes. One eye is a little bigger than the other. That's freaky. But I don't want to focus on the eyes, I want to focus on the nose today. So, reiterating last time, we got the center of this face will be where the eyebrow is. The second line will be the bottom of the eye. The third line will be the bottom of the nose. The fourth line will be the bottom of the lips. And the fifth line will be the bottom of the face altogether, where the chin is. Just got a lot of markups. So that was last time. So let's ignore the last time marks. That's just to make sure I got my eyes in the right place. Now let's look at the horizontal lines. Excuse me, the vertical lines. The up and down lines. They show us where to put the other proportions, the other features rather. So, saying it again, you got your space over here on the outside, then the next space will be the next section divided here is the eye. The next section is the same distance, an eye width. That would be your nose and your mouth. And the next section, of course, is the other eye, and then the rest of the face. So these lines are to give you a guideline to putting, I guess I should keep them there for the meantime. It looks rough, almost hideous here, to have these marks on the baby face. But this is just to show you where these features go on a baby's face, and so to get them in the right place. Okay, so working on the nose it sticks out further than anything else, probably just a little bit further than the forehead, and it is 45 degrees from nose tip to chin, approximately 45 degrees, and the lips fall into that 45 degrees, where the nose is up high, the upper lip is a little lower than that, and the lower lip will be a little lower than that. If looked from the bottom, a worm's eye view, from below looking up. And of course the chin is lower than that, giving you that 45 degrees. Alright, so there's the rough dimensions of the baby face. We did the lips last time. I'm going to have to fix these, I messed them up. But let's now work on the nose. I think his nose is a little too rounded. Now again, there's different sizes and shapes of noses for each individual. This is going to be a generalization. I'm going to use the small ball tool to work in my bridge of the nose. It's going to be very narrow, but there is a bridge there. But it is very subtle on a baby. And it becomes more pronounced as the baby gets older, as it reaches towards adulthood, or being an adult. And I'm going to push down the side nostrils, little bumps where the nostrils form. And give him a little nostrils here. And this is probably going to be a little too big, so I might have to work them down. That I should look this up. Philtrum. Still don't know what it's called. But I think I made it a little too wide last time, so I'm going to use my tools to just kind of... Because the baby's small and all his features are going to be small. The little Philtrum is not going to be very big. And I'll repair this lips as I go along. The nostrils are probably just a hair big. I also noticed on some babies, maybe not every baby, they seem to be facing outward, almost strictly outward, but at a slight angle. And I'm going to roll in her or his nose to make it smaller. Babies don't have big noses, generally speaking. And there's of course that little trench, little valley where the nose meets the lips, edge of the lips. Pushing that back. Whoa! Clear that nostril again. And I'm going to use a knife, or I could use a soft wedge tip here. Just smooth those cheeks back out. So the nose shapes, it basically has three shapes. If you're looking head on, face on, you got the little small circle that is the tip of the nose. And you've got the other little circles on the outside that are the little nostril houses, if you will, where the nostrils live. And I'm making those with a little circle tool here. Smallest one of my tools. And I'm just sculpting out that the little houses for the nostrils. And then smooth out the... Let's use the wedge tool for that. Could use my knife as well. Smooth away from the nose. Remember there's a valley here. Goes down to the lips. And of course, if you follow the lines from the last video, that should make a pretty short nose up and down, which is a baby's nose. A baby's nose is short. A little rough. I fine-tune it some more. Again, I think my ball tip might be a little too wide for a nostril, baby nostril, so let's use a pointed tip. Refine those nostrils. Rolling around to make the houses for the nostrils. Soften those features a little bit by patting them with my finger. Alright, baby's nose. We got three shapes. Probably the little one's a little bigger than the other two. The other two are the houses for the nostrils, the little holes that are kind of on a lot of babies facing forward. Facing forward. Rather than straight up and down, as you might expect an adult's nose to be. I've kind of messed up my mouth from last occasion, the last video. As we go along, I should prepare that. But here's the nose. Three shapes, two holes. What is it? 1, 2, 3 down, and the very center section of the 5 division vertically. Alright, I hope this helps you. And thanks for watching.